Hello, honeys. Good morning. First off, let me start by saying please be safe because the DC takeover has officially begun as of a couple days ago. Now, I've seen so many videos of these federal agents who have no experience in local law enforcement and have no knowledge of policies and procedural things that happen here in the city of DC. Uh, and I just want y'all to be safe out here because they're hopping out in unmarked vehicles. I mean, from minivans to RAV4s to Toyotas, and not just your common police style like vehicles like Impalas or Fords. They're hopping out in minivans, okay? They hopping out in Traverses and Equinoxes and all types of vehicles that you usually don't see them jump out in. But just be safe, be on your P's and Q's, be on the swivel because they're literally at your doorstep. I've seen so many videos from 16th Street Southeast to 14th Street Northwest, all urban areas. I have yet to see a video where they are in Georgetown or where they're in Friendship Heights or Tinleytown or Tacoma Park with these checkpoints and these foot patrol squads. We have ATF, HSI, DEA, FBI, Border Patrol, excuse me. If we have Border Patrol here, who's at the border? Because if they all here on the streets of DC in a local city, who at the border? I'm convinced it's one person at the border that's overseeing all of border control from east to west to north to south, above and below the Mason-Dixon line, because I just don't understand. If we have ATF here, who's controlling what's happening with the alcohol, tobacco, and firearms? I mean, just help me understand, because we've seen this before with the FAA, where there's no one in these towers, and here we have these collisions, these aircraft collisions. Planes going down, helicopters going down. We just having all of these issues as far as the airspace was concerned. So we've seen that before. And this is no different. So again, just be safe. Know where your kids are. Keep track of your kids. If you haven't done that lately or at all, you better start now, because they're targeting kids as young as 14 years old. We're basically saying that you can't congregate in a small group. A small group of teens cannot congregate because they might be doing something bad. That's hypocritical. That is racist, because we know that they're going to target the black teenagers. Now, don't get me wrong. I was a teenager. I've done things. Kids are going to do things. But is locking them up and charging them with a federal crime because they are smoking in public, is that really helping them? Because, see, we don't know when these people, what adult or minors, we don't know if when they do lock them up, what charges would they be hit with? Will they be federal crimes? Will they be misdemeanors? Will they be on their record? And to be locking people up in such big numbers here in the city and have no judges sitting on the benches downtown at 500 Indiana is crazy. There's literally 13 open seats right now downtown where there are no residing judges. Not only that, 2 judges are out right now on medical leave. For what medical leave? I'm guessing mental, but for what reason, we don't know. That wasn't disclosed. But I'm guessing they're overwhelmed with the caseload because there's not enough people presiding to get these cases flown through. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, by January of 2026, there will be 2 more seats empty. So in total, there will be 17 seats open in 2026 of January. I'm just not understanding. I'm not understanding. Why is there so many seats open? Oh, he's been in a seat. He's been in office for about 8 months now and has created such chaos since he got back in. He's also targeting the homeless population. He done rolled out all of these federal officers, the most elite officers in law enforcement, to come here, and federal law enforcement to come here and invoke local law enforcement laws and policies. Have no clue. Some of them people aren't even from this area and are in these foot patrols. Again, why do we have the DEA here when they need to be trying to figure out how these drugs coming in? I'm guessing because there's no border control and no ATF agents to control all of this said activity that could potentially, of course, harm the U.S., like big guns and big drugs and fentanyl and things like that. But yet you have those officers, you snatch those officers from their responsibilities to come here and enforce local laws, targeting urban areas, targeting urban cities, LA, Chicago, New York, Baltimore, who have urban leadership, who have black leadership. And I don't see videos here in the District of Columbia as of yet. I haven't seen a video as of yet of them disturbing a group of white teenagers, of them disturbing a group of white women, of them disturbing a group of white people in general. I haven't seen that video. So far, the federal takeover has been targeting these urban areas: 16th Street, Columbia Heights, Benning Road, the Shrimp Boat area, of course, Alabama Avenue. I just seen a video of them up Douglas Knolls messing with a group of teenagers that were just standing in a circle. How can you assume or presume what those kids are going to be doing or could be doing? Because see, now it's almost like, oh, because I think you might do that, I'm just gonna lock you up. It's not making sense. Because you think I might do that, you're going to just lock me up. Parents, please know where your kids are. Please know what, because it's at our doorsteps. It's at our front doors. They're on our block. They're at our schools. They are out here really trying to take over. And I pray to God that they do not let this motherfucker. I pray that they don't let this man, the Congress, don't let this man extend this takeover. Don't allow him an extension for this takeover, because ultimately, once he's done targeting the urban, he's going to find other areas to target in the city. Now get this. You got to be on your P's and Q's, because you don't know.